Hi everyone, welcome to our digital short film class. In this first class, we will understand what script is and why it is important. A script is the written form of a film, drama, or a show. It tells us what the characters say and what they do. Scripts are used in movies, plays, advertisements, and YouTube videos. A story is just an idea, but script shows us exactly how the story will happen on screen in the future. Without a script, a movie would be confusing. It lacks a plan or a map for the entire story. Another important parts of script is idea and concept. Every story starts with as an idea. Idea come from your life, your personal experience, your dreams, or even your imagination. A concept is the main theme of your story. It could be friendship, love, fear, courage. Ask yourself, what do I want to show the audience? Start simple. Think about a problem someone faces and how they solve it. That can be the art of your story. And another important part of the story is structure of story. The most of the people are using one of the important and famous formula for structuring or shaping the story is three act structure. It is most common. All good stories follow a structure. That is three act structure. Three act structure consists three acts such as Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. Act 1 explore or represent the beginning or setup of the story, and Act 2 explore the middle part of the story or enforce the middle part of the story or explain the conflict of the story. And Act 3 means end or resolution in this three act structure. Act 1, this is where you introduce the world of story. We meet the main character and understanding their normal life. The something happens, a problem or a new challenge that challenge everything. This is called in this three act structure is inciting incident. It puts the character into a new situation. Inciting incident, it is important part of the script. And middle or conflict is called as three act in three act 2. Now the story become more exciting. The main character faces many problem or challenges that they try to solve them, but things get harder. This part often includes a midpoint, a big event that changes the directions of the story. Tension and emotion increase. The character may also fail or lose hope at the some point, which is called the low point. In Act 2, midpoint and low point are considered important part of the Act 2 in three act structure. And last one is the Act 3, resolution or conclusion. In this final part, the character finds a solution or a lesson. They may win, lose, or change in some way. The story reaches a clear ending. The conflict is resolved and we see how the journey has affected the character. For example, a boy wants to win a race. In Act 1, we see his dream. In Act 2, he trains hard but faces injury and doubt. In Act 3, he runs the race and either wins or gains confidence. That is a complete three-act story. Understanding this structure help you plan your script clearly and keep the audience interest. If you are framing your story under the three-act structure, definitely it will be good script in for making a film. And another important element of the script writing is character. Character are the art of the any script. Character are the art of any story. The main character is called as a protagonist. The main character is the one we follow. There may be a villain is called as antagonist who creates the problem. Side character or flawed character help move the story forward. Your characters should feel real. Give them goals, fears, and unique traits. The audience should care about what happened to them. And another important part of the script is dialogue writing. It is a vital role in script. Dialogue writing. Dialogue is what the characters say. Good dialogue feels natural. Dear students, understand one of the important point in this part. Good dialogue feels natural. People don't always speak in full sentence, so make it sound real. And another one important point is use short sentence. Each character should speak in their own style. Don't explain too much in dialogue. Shows emotion through action too. Dear students, always remember it. If it can be shown, don't say it. And another important part of the script is conflict and drama. Already we discussed in Act 2. The Act 2 in three-act structure based on the conflict or development. The Act 2 represents the development of the story. The development of the story based on the conflict. We have basically two conflict, internal conflict and external conflict. The good example of internal conflict is man versus himself. Example for it, Alavandan, The Castaway. Both movies are good example for man versus himself. And another one is external conflict. We have many types of the external conflict, such as man versus man versus himself, man versus nature, man versus society, and man versus technology. We have many examples for such kind of conflicts. Conflict means something is stopping the main character for getting what they want. Conflicts make the story interesting. It can be between two people, within the person, or between the person and the world. Without conflict, there is no drama. Think about what your character wants and what's stopping them. You can understand this statement. Conflict is very essential part of the script writing. If you are framing the good conflict, definitely it will be reached to audience. And another important part of the script is plot, twist and surprise. The both are very essential for enhancing your script. Plot, twist and surprise. A plot twist is a surprise that change the story is an unexpected way. Good twist make the audience excited, but the should but it should make sense in the story. Don't add random surprise. That is not a good procedure, good strategy. If you need, you can add surprise. Otherwise, you can ignore. A twist should come from the character or the situation. For example, the villain is actually the hero's father. It is a very most common formula for using twist, using as a twist in a Tamil movies. Not only Tamil movies, in always using in any kind of movies. And another one important part of the script is world building. World building is one of the important concept in the film. Most of the scriptwriter are using in his film for making interesting. The world building means creating the world of your story. It can be a school, a village, a city, or a fantasy land. You should decide what does the story happen, where does the story happen, what are the rules of the world, what kind of people live there. Okay, so world building is it is otherwise known as the setting of the story. Setting up the story also one of the important part of the story element or script element. We can attract the audience through the world building. If you are using the fantasy land for your story, definitely it is attract the audience. So you should decide where does the story happen, what are the rules of the world, and what kind of the people live there. Add small details that make the world feel real. And another important portion of the script is pacing and scene length. You must consider these both factors in script writing. Pacing is how fast or slow your story moves. If everything happens too fast, it feels rushed. If it is too slow, it gets boring. It is nature, it is human psychology. Our audience are humans. So, use short scenes for action and longer scenes for emotion. Think about what the audience feels in each moment. You must consider the feelings of the audience. If you want to become a good scriptwriter, if you want to become a good filmmaker, you must consider the audience feelings. And another part of the script writing is visual writing. You know, one of the important thing, movies are visual. That means we see the story, don't say he is angry, so he throws the food on the floor. Let the action tell the story. The visual description is very essential part of the script writing. Avoid long explanation. Let the audience see what the character are feeling. You should enhancing your visual writing in your script. The visual description is one of the important success formula of the movies. Most of the successful directors are using visual narration techniques or visual storytelling techniques. The visual writing is one of the important and essential part of the script writing. You must consider. And another important thing is நம்ம இப்போ நிறைய விஷயங்கள் நம்ம ஸ்கிரிப்டில் பார்த்தோம். ஸ்கிரிப்ட் என்பது ஒரு வகையான ரிட்டன் ஃபார்மேட், அதாவது டாக்குமெண்டேஷன். நம்ம விசுவலாக நம்ம நரேட் பண்ணக்கூடியதை, நம்ம திங்க் பண்ணதை, ஸ்க்ரீன் பிளேயாக நம்ம நினைச்சதை எழுத்து வடிவில் தருவது தான் ஸ்கிரிப்ட். அந்த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் பலமாக இருந்தால்தான் நாம் எடுக்கக்கூடிய திரைப்படமாக இருக்கட்டும், குறும்படமாக இருக்கட்டும், அது ஒரு சிறந்த படைப்பாகவும் கலை நிறைந்த ஒரு அடக்கமாகவும் என்ன செய்யும், அமைந்திருக்கும். ஸ்கிரிப்டை நீங்கள் எழுத சொல்ல நம்ம கதையை தெளிவாக ஆய்வு செய்து அந்த ஆய்வுக்கான அறிக்கையாக தான் இந்த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் என்ன செய்யணும், இருக்கணும். தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் லேர்னிங் வித் அஸ். Keep writing and telling your story. Thank you.